Good morning from the Trail Inn in Frostburg, Maryland. So getting ready to cross into Pennsylvania, but we are on the Great Allegheny Passage. So today we are going to go up the hill a little more and go through. So we'll get to the Mason Dixon Line, we'll get to the high point, and we'll go through Mayorsdale and into Confluence, and maybe, just maybe, we might get to Ohiopyle. So this is where we stayed last night. It's awesome. The host, he was amazing. And that little room was coffee, a little Keurig that was free for us to use.
Choosing to stay in the bunkhouse instead of camping was a great idea. It gave us time to reset, have all the amenities, do laundry. It was just a perfect reset for a whole new trail.
This is where the campsite is that we chose not to do.
And on the back side of that campsite was a trail that took you up into downtown Frostburg proper. And they had this gorgeous little coffee shop. Leaving Frostburg, we had this renewed energy knowing that we were going to hit some of the biggest highlights of the Great Allegheny Passage.
Alright, leaving Frostburg, heading up the hill.
Though the day before we had caught the mountain views in full sun, today we would spend it in the cloud deck, just a misty, magical land.
Got a little more pep in my step than I did last night, that's for sure.
Bear with the rainy lens for a little bit.
I like being in a cloud.
We are entering the Borden Tunnel. So it's 957 feet, and it was erected in 1911 by the Western Maryland Railway. And it was abandoned in like the 1970s, and then it became the use of the Great Allegheny Passage, and the lights in it were so trippy because they were motion activated.
Woo! The Mason Dixon.
For us, crossing the Mason Dixon Line denoted that we were crossing into Pennsylvania from Maryland. But it has such a rich history, and I would advise you to go and look it up about the dispute between the Penn and the Culvert families, because it's pretty interesting. I don't have enough space on this to really get into the history of it.
Ooh, this is like developed.
Yeah, maybe this is the park before Pittsburgh.
Yeah. You're saying there was like facilities.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, there we go, bike station.
Yeah, I guess Big Size. Where we can't see the mountain right now at all.
No.
We're gonna go through it.
Yeah.
Is it there? We're not sure.
We're going into the mist. Oh, it does have lights. Wow. One. Oh no, it has lights. I see you. Oh, and people coming at us.
And this is Big Savage Tunnel, and it is a massive 3,291 foot tunnel. It is just a marvel. It's so long that you cannot see the other side until you get well into the tunnel. Western Maryland Railway built this epic tunnel in 1912, but then it was refurbished for bikers and hikers in 2003. Something to denote is that the Big Savage closes for the season in like maybe the end of November or beginning of December and doesn't open back up until around April 1st. So make sure that you check to see if it's open before you travel.
These are some big mountains. I would definitely not want to do a reroute fully loaded.
Hello. We just kept hitting all the major attractions as we approached the Eastern Continental Divide. Eastern Continental Divide. And we stopped to take in this moment, knowing that it was all downhill for the rest of this, quite literally. Kinda.
I like having it on.
Hey. Hello. Oh, wow. I know. Look at how fast we can go on this trail. Holy cow. Oh, pretty. Look over there. You look over there. Oh, wow. Hey, you seen this? The frequent bridges provided these open, grand views of the surrounding mountains. Wow. Wow. Whoop. We are coming up on Mayersdale. Look at this. Slowing. While the train station had a nice little cafe up there, we actually opted to go down the hill into Mayersdale to see what was available. Ooh, this is pretty. This is way better than staying up top. Come down this hill, people. After passing by a pizzeria, we decided to stop at the GI Day Room coffee shop. And we thought it was going to be a little coffee shop, but when we walked in, it turned out it was a great little cafe with a line cook where we could actually sit and watch our food being prepped right in front of us. And it was a huge amount of food, and it was so good. Yeah, I crushed all of that. The great thing about stopping at a place like GI Day Room is it's really a community spot, and you can feel that. But back up the hill, we stopped at the train station and kind of looked around, and they had a cool museum in there and restrooms. It was really neat to take that in. But we had miles to go, so off we went. Curve around this way. Yeah.
How was that adventure?
It was fun. It was exciting. It was hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we ended up staying in Frostburg last night, so.
Okay.
So now we're just making trail, hoping to get to Ohiopyle.
You guys enjoy.
All right, thank you. Have fun.
That was one of our adventure cycling friends asking us about the Pawpaw Detour.
Oh my God. Here's gonna be the town. Back that way. Here's where we're headed. The Gap thinks it's fall already. Look at this! You hear that? And there's a little bit of coloring.
As we rolled into these smaller towns like Garrett, they had these little huts set up with somebody there to answer your questions, and so you could sign a guest book. I just thought that was pretty cool.
Good to get off the bike for a second. Oh, nothing.
All this starting and stopping was to get a good peek at some waterfalls. We kept passing by these beautiful waterfalls every few minutes.
This is like heaven. Oh wow. It smells so good. Hey there. This is amazing, by the way. This trail and through here we are really in the green tunnel. Yeah. Great Allegheny Passage. I'm very impressed. Very impressed. I'm very like just magnificent. Like look at these hemlocks in here. Yup. Oh, so pretty. Oh, wow. This is the whole trail, y'all. Right here. Looking at all this beauty. Oh, wow. It opened up. Now we're gonna motor because we want to go. I've been looking for the last like 4 miles for this spot to eat pie. And look at the river. And listen.
Careful. Oh, wow. I feel like we see you guys everywhere.
We may be friends.
All right. I can always use another friend. Woo! Oh God. Wow. Goodbye, Confluence. We're passing up Confluence, heading to Ohiopyle. For a moment, we thought about staying in Confluence, but man, Ohiopyle was just too enticing. We kept hearing about Ohiopyle and we really wanted to see it. We are now in Ohiopyle State Park. And it did not disappoint. It's very pretty. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Wow. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. More hike-a-bike going up to Ohiopyle. 3 long days in a row and that climb, that's all I had in me that day. So tune in next episode as we explore a little more around Ohiopyle and make our way closer to Pittsburgh with a night at Dravo's Landing, one of the more peculiar hiker-biker sites on the Great Allegheny Passage. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.